for being with the NNPC group today. This is something that we have been looking forward to since our inauguration, because we know when we are talking about Nigeria, the economy of Nigeria, NNPC is the dominant force. So there's very little that this country can achieve if NNPC does not achieve its own mandates. So it's a big pleasure, Group Managing Director, to be with you and your wonderful team. And as we have always said, we are your partners. We are your partners. We are all together here to serve the people. You will find the 10th Assembly under my leadership a very responsive one, a very cooperative one, a very understanding one, who will always be there to support you in any way possible for you to succeed, because if you succeed, the Nigerian project will succeed. You have said so many things touching on the nerves of the economy of this country, and it's core survival. The issue of oil theft, the issue of low production, which we all know today we are paying dear price for those things. The oil theft has resulted in lowering our production, which inadvertently also affected our cash flow. The monies that we are supposed to receive to stabilize the foreign exchange market. Today, hyperinflation is one of the worst in the world because of that. So, GMD, I want to assure you, your company is one that we look at very, very seriously. And we want to continue to put our thinking caps, think outside the box to see how we can support you so that you can be able to deliver back this country back to where it used to be or even better. I'm particularly delighted with the news that the restructuring exercise of your company has started yielding fruits. That the company today has turned around from being a very heavy loser to one of the most profitable in the country. It is really very pleasing to hear that your projection for 2023 alone goes beyond 4 trillion naira for the country. And I believe when the situation improves in years to come, your company will do much better. I still believe as a company, GMD, you need to still continue with your reforms, particularly in the refineries. I happen to come from Kaduna, and whenever I'm passing that area, I almost shed tears on the colossal losses Nigeria is making in maintaining refineries that are moribund, that are completely dormant and inactive. I know of staff of NNPC that for the past 20 years have been there in Kaduna and so many other refineries, that today if you add up the total work hours they have contributed, it's probably less than 1 month in 20 years. Some work may be less than 1 week every year. They have been paid, they have been promoted, they have been taken care of. This is all part of the inefficiencies you were talking about, the imperfection in the system that you need to really address. Well, we agree with you that the problem is not from the staff, but there is a need for you to also think of how do we make these companies, these refineries to have multi-dimensional uses. If there is no crude oil, are there other activities or products that can be brought for the workers, for the plants to be active, so that they will not just be earning what they don't deserve? Additionally, we want you to look at it futuristically. The way today you are a company of your own, with shareholders, with the legal obligation to account for what you spend and what you generate. Please look at these refineries. Good as it may be that you are telling us some refineries will be on board. It's a shame for a country like Nigeria, for us to even make it look as if it is something extraordinary, that we are able to turn around and reopen our refineries. This is something that you need to actually put before your management team to see. How can we turn around these decades and decades of losses of inactivity in our refineries by making them active? And one way, I believe you know, is for you to find a way of privatizing these refineries. We have spent so much money, so much time, deceiving ourselves that some businesses can be done by government. But in the case of the refinery, we have now realized more than ever before that some sectors of NNPC business can be better handled by the private sector. And refineries are one of them. And this inadequacy in what you do as far as refining is concerned will become more manifest by the time Dangote refinery comes on board. Because the competition will be there, and those refineries will be found to be more naked. Their inefficiencies will become more apparent. So GMD, please, I want you to put it as part of your cardinal objectives. Let us find ways of privatizing our refineries so that they can be active, so that in the near future, they will be able to compete with new refineries like the Dangote that will soon come on board. Again, you made mention of removal of subsidy. Congratulations to you and to the whole entire Nigeria. This is an evil, a cancer that has almost consumed us. Thank God our president had the courage to take the bull by the horn by doing what other previous leaders should have done a long time ago. Now you have been free of a big problem. We hope you will utilize the time, the resources that you were invested earlier in this particular area of subsidy regime to something more productive. Congratulations, sir. Again, you spoke about oil theft. And I want to tell you that the House of Representatives is with you. This is one thing that we sleep with every day. We wake up every day. How can we stop this oil theft? How can we stop vandalization of our pipes? We believe that unless we come up with solutions to that, the Nigerian economy might come to a halt completely, because NNPC, and by implication, crude oil is our #1 earner of foreign exchange, is our #1 exporter. So unless we do something extraordinary, this country can be in worse problems. And because of that reason, GMD, I want to inform you gladly that the House has taken a proactive stand by created a special committee called a committee on investigative committee on oil theft and pipeline vitalization. And just yesterday, we had the honor and privilege of inaugurating that all-important committee, and it is largely and primarily to find means and ways of identifying what we need to do to minimize, if not eliminate, this very, very disgraceful menace in our country. And membership of that particular committee cut across all the relevant sectors. The downstream, the upstream, the midstream, the security agencies are all part of that particular committee. So very soon, I'm sure the committee will reach out to you to interact with you and find means and ways of coming up with lasting solutions to these perennial issues. Finally, I want to congratulate you, congratulate your management for the new NNPC, which has started becoming active and adding value to the Nigeria's economy. We wish you all the best, and as I've said earlier, we are partners in progress. We'll continue to collaborate, we'll continue to partner with you. Thank you so much for this visit, and God bless you.